Hey YouTube. All right, so this is video number 5, okay? So I decided to come on here because it was just on my mind to have something on my phone and it's driving me crazy. There we go. It was just on my mind to kind of like talk about the subject of twin flames, okay? So I've briefly touched base on this topic before, but I felt compelled to dive a little bit deeper, okay? And I think the main reason for that is when I first heard about twin flames, I was a bit, I was a little bit overwhelmed, okay? But I was also kind of scared, okay? To be quite honest. I mean, there's a lot of information out there that if you listen to all the people that talk about it, it's like, why do I want to enter into this union? No, no, thank you. I'm gonna send it back, okay? But there's just so much more to it that I feel like the Twin Flame Collective needs to, not only the Twin Flame Collective, but the people who are also misinformed about what a twin flame connection is, okay? So I know I talked about, how some people will look up twin flames, right? And they'll get all this information about, oh, they may share your same birth date, or they might have the same birthmarks as you, or they might have, like, you guys might share the same, I don't know, stuff that you two share in common, right? While that can be true, I think that it makes it easy for people to fall into a trap of finding somebody or meeting somebody, maybe not even finding somebody, but meeting somebody that is a false twin flame, okay? Now, I am one to believe that all of the people that come into our life are there for a reason, right? Even our twin flames. Even our twin flames. I mean, they are in our lives for the ultimate reason, right? But even the people that are false twin flames, all of those people come into our life for a reason. So I say that to say, when I first started looking up twin flames, I actually thought that my soon to be ex-wife was my twin flame. Now, mind you, I did not come into the vicinity, the mental vicinity of twin flames until we started our divorce. Like, we started the discussion of a divorce, right? During that time, I was doing a lot of internal work, internal healing, because I had met my actual twin flame, which I didn't know at that time, okay? But that connection definitely was a catalyst to me going within, understanding who I was, why I was feeling the ways that I was feeling, why my relationship was where it was at, if I was happy in my relationship. And some of this actually started, I will say, some of this started um, before I had a realization. um, that I was attracted to my twin flame. Okay, it's very complicated, but bear with me. It'll hopefully make sense in a little bit. Okay, so um, when I was looking up all this information on twin flames, right? I came across all of those videos. It's like, oh, you could be sharing this in common, that in common. So with my ex-wife, right? We are both of us are in we both came from the same background, okay? We both came from an animal science background. We both have the same birth day. So not the actual date, but the day of the month. That makes sense. Yes, the same day of the month. Um, we are both middle children. We both have similar issues with our parental, like our mothers, Um, and we're both middle children. I don't know if I said that, but if I didn't, we're both middle children. Um, so there were so many things that I was like, she's my twin flame, right? And I'm like, maybe this is why we have this relationship that we do. It's very tumultuous and it's very like up and down. It's hot and cold and it's, um, like we're not meant to be together because we're meant to show each other the worst parts of ourselves, right? And all of that, baby, was wrong, okay? It was all wrong. It was all wrong. And when I realized it was when I came to the realization of my true twin flame, okay? So I'll say twin flames, and I said this before, is nothing toxic. There's nothing toxic about a twin flame union, okay? Are there difficulties? Yes, there are difficulties. Are there situations that can be a bit hairy and tricky to navigate? Absolutely. That I think is a I think that is probably a big one of the biggest things that you'll run into, issues maybe that you'll run into with a twin flame, is that I think a lot of these unions, when we find our twin flame, um, we're not, we're, you're more than likely, okay, more than likely, I think, not going to be in a place you were, where you were anticipating running into your twin flame, okay? So if you are looking for your twin flame, you are more than likely not going to find your twin flame, okay? I think these unions are divinely guided, and they are guided to you at a time when your soul is ready to make a drastic change, okay? We're not talking these minor changes. Okay. The transformation that you will undergo when you come into contact, when you come into the realization, when you come into the physical, okay, uh physicalization, if you will, of your twin flame, um you are catapulted into a whole new mindset, a whole new perspective, a whole new view of life, okay? when I came into contact with my twin flame, I had a lot of deja vu. I had a lot of moments of why. I had a lot of moments of um, deep, deep, painful, like regret. Um, and the regret was more of not regret. I was regretting the fact that I went into union, right, with my soon to be ex-wife. Let's just say my ex-wife. Um and because I didn't know, so looking at it now, I don't have that regret, right? I know that I went into the relationship without the understanding of what real connection and what real um unconditional love is, right? And that whole thing of you've got to unconditionally love yourself in order for another person to love you, or in order to love another person, right? That is so true. And that is one of the lessons of the twin flame connection, right? Is to learn to love yourself unconditionally. Another big key of the twin flame kind of union, coming into union with your twin flame, is you'll feel this need, right, to be around this person, like, and it's not like a un I mean it I wouldn't say it's like an unhealthy, need, but it's just like a magnet. You are gonna be drawn to your person like like you will feel, at least for me, because I'm a very, I am a sensing person. Like I have clear sentience, I think, where it's like I feel, right? So I really felt that magnetic pull, and I couldn't understand it. I couldn't understand why. I'm like, why am I so drawn to this person? Why? I don't understand it. Help me to understand. Why am I so drawn to this person, right? So it became clear later on as I continued to kind of dive into myself, understand who I was, understand twin flames a little bit more, that I really fully understood what an actual twin flame connection was and why I knew that I was experiencing a twin flame connection with my twin flame, right? And not my ex-wife. Um, so big key kind of takeaways with the twin flame, okay? It is not toxic. If you're in a situation where someone is treating you bad, where someone is making you, I don't want to say making you feel unworthy, because ultimately, if someone is making you feel unworthy, it's because you've given your power to them and allowed them to make you feel unworthy. So anything that's abusive, anything that is not, that doesn't feel resonant, that doesn't feel like it is healthy, that is more than likely not your twin flame, okay? There's something about your twin flame that you are going to know, even though the situation, you're not in union, right? Even though your person is maybe not is pushing you away, there's something within you that knows, you just know that that is not ultimately what they want to do, but it's what they need to do, right? Because our twin flames, again, we're there to help each other evolve and grow. So I'm here to help my twin evolve and grow. They're here to help me evolve and grow. So in that, we have to learn to love ourselves. If your twin does not love themselves yet, if they have not come into who they are on a deep soul level, then it will the union will not happen. You will not come into union. If your twin flame is already in a union, which happens, I would venture to say this happens more often than it does not. Okay? I will venture to say that. I could be wrong, but I really think that this probably happens more often than not. If your twin flame is already in a union, you will not come into union, okay? It just will not happen. If you know that you are in a twin flame dynamic, okay? If you know that you are on a twin flame journey even, or even a high level soulmate journey, and your person is in a relationship but has you on the side, right? Then that union most likely will not come to fruition. The idea is to not allow your self-worth to kind of fall into that category, right? So when we come when in this twin flame dynamic, we are divine, right? This is a divinely guided connection. You're a divine feminine or a divine masculine, and they are your divine counterpart, right? A divine person is not meant to be in a third party situation, okay? Let's just call a thing, right? If you are in a twin flame connection, you cannot allow your divine counterpart to put you in a third party situation. It's not going to happen. It should not happen. It is not right. In those cases, your divine counterpart has not, I'd venture to say both of you, okay, have not come into the full realization of who you are, where you should be. And look, I'm not passing any judgment, so I'm hoping that this isn't coming through as a judgmental post. So, I'll take a step back to say that I fully understand, okay? Because I will say, in the beginning of this journey, I was more. I'm going to tell on myself here, but I was more than willing, okay, to be a third party because I didn't understand. I didn't know. I didn't understand. I didn't fully grasp what this was all about, right? I won't say I was more than willing, but I will say that if it happened, I probably would have taken the bait, okay? And I'm glad I didn't have that opportunity. Well, yeah, I'd say I didn't have that opportunity. So for me, it wasn't hard, I would say, to decline anything that might have come my way. Um, but I also understood as I went throughout this journey what this union meant, why this union hasn't come into the 3D, and in how that 3D union does eventually play itself out, right? Um, I think that I might stop there. There is so much more to this dynamic that I think is really important to discuss for the Twin Flame Collective. I think there's just so much misinformation that's out there, and I don't think that there's enough information that is out there to keep people informed in a way that makes sense, right? Or not make sense in a way that you can maybe you can fully grasp. At least for myself, there weren't a lot of resources that I found that was like personal. So hopefully this didn't ramble on and on and make no sense. Hopefully this made at least a little bit of sense. And yeah, I'm gonna stop this part of the twin flame. What should I call it? The twin flame. How do you know you're in a twin flame union? Okay. I'll stop it right there. And then on the next video, I'll go into a little bit more detail. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Okay. If you feel resonant with my energy, please do not hesitate to subscribe to my channel. That would be lovely. I would love to have you. If you feel like you want to comment on any part of this video, if this resonates with you in any way, if you've had a situation that you'd like to share with maybe the people that would be viewing this video or with me, I'd love to read the comments. Then please comment down below, and then hit the bell notification to be notified every time I post a video. I appreciate your time and your energy for being here with me, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.